Okay guys, 4 more days left in the Kalimdor Cup event, which means 4 more days to get the Kalimdor Completionist achievement and the Kalimdor Racer title. Just wanted to share here my 5 top races with some tips to get through them. Also, if you want a link to the playlist, which has every race in gold standard, click the link above. Okay, so we're going to start here in Anchorage Circuit Reverse. Biggest thing to start with is the skyward ascent. Okay, getting a couple of these in quick concurrency. Notice when I tip the mouse up and then hit it, I'm getting that quick forward burst. We want to get a couple of those in a row. You do have to time this quite well, but when you do it, you're going to get a good speed boost. It'll keep you nice and low, so you're not going to be just shooting up in the air, then have to come back down as well. So once you come back up here, you are just going to dart through this little circuit. Now you've got some stairs coming up. From here, if you can get skyward ascent properly again, that's going to build good momentum coming into the second half of the race. But if you've maintained enough vigor in the bank there, you're going to get through it. Now onto Ungaro Crater Advanced, you're going to come across these first couple of mountain ranges. Just build up some speed with surge forward until you get to this little downward slope and just glide all the way down. You want to build as much vigor up as you can and then start hitting skyward ascent and really build that momentum up. So that bank of vigor is just going to allow you to keep the momentum throughout the race. Hit skyward ascent a few more times while you're around the circuit to keep that speed, and you will get there. Now the next race is probably one of the most frustrating ones, but also can be the most rewarding. There's highs, there's lows. You will feel like you're on the best run of your life, and it'll be cut short in an instant by hitting a little tree branch. So with this one, you really want to know the track, because there is little potholes like that. As you go through, you'll learn the track, and there is a couple of things to watch out for. You'll also learn where you can do skyward ascent to build up that extra momentum, but you do need to know the track. As you can see, coming around a couple of these little bends, they are just going to creep up on you, and boom, we're in a crevice and a cavern. And now as we get out to the island areas, this is where you need to watch out for tree branches, literally just in the shrubs. They will take you out and end your race quite quickly. And then there's a little pillar just here, so keep an eye out for those ones. So once you've completed the advance, you're onto the reverse, which is good practice for this one. You'll know where a lot of the obstacles are, but as you're going in reverse, the biggest thing here is creating momentum and learning where you can get that skyward ascent. As you get that, after you get around this first bend, best spot to make it, and then getting through the trees down here to bump that speed right up. Now be careful coming through these ones. There is actually a lot of obstacles in these bushes, so stay nice and low. There is one branch that will get you a lot, so careful of that one. And as you go through the islands again, just make sure you're very wary of those tree branches. Okay, and now on to my number 1 race, which is the Oldham Tour Advanced. It's probably my favourite, 1 for the scenery, but 2 for how hard this race was. Once you create some nice momentum early on with skyward ascent, you are going to go into these trees here, which creates a lot of obstacles, which can stop you dead in your tracks. But just make sure you have practiced this course a couple of times so you know where those pitfalls are. Now, at the end of the tree run here, when you get back into the ruins, you're going to be coming up, and you really need to hit that skyward ascent and build momentum, so that you can start building that vigor up, because once you get through the little markets here, got the temple to the right, around the trees, down the ramp, make sure we're building that up. We want a skyward ascent just after this bit here, because you have got a long ascent up, and that's just going to give that little extra push into the temple up here. Now once you get out, you have got a steep descent, okay, where you can really build some momentum, again build some vigor, and from here you just want to round out with a couple of skyward ascents and really build that speed up, coming through these last couple of markets as you're going around the dam area. That is going to get you gold if you can maintain that and get a couple of those bursts right through. That one rounds out the top 5, the Kalimdor Cup races from myself. If you do want to check out any of the races in the gold standard, make sure you click the link for the playlist at the end of this one. Now over to you. Which races did you love? Which races did you hate? What are your thoughts on the Eastern Kingdom Cup coming up in October? It's currently scheduled for October 4 on the PTR. But if you want something to do in the meantime, there is something else that's snuck into the Dragonflight 10.1.7 PTR, which is the Dragon Riding Challenge for the Dragon Isles in gold. It is the Isles Aces title. If you're achieving gold in the Waking Shore, Azure Span, Forbidden Reach, Zaralek Caverns, the Lazarus, and Onara Plains. If you do want to achieve that, let me know if there's races you're having trouble with, and we can put some tutorials up for those as well. If you've liked the video, make sure you hit that button down below and also subscribe. Any feedback and things you want to see on the channel, make sure you put the comments down below as well. Remember, if you ain't first, you're last. See ya.